This is an unbelievable clip, though. I'm going to show you an unbelievable clip here. On Fox and Friends this morning, Steve Doocy seemed to be sending a message to Donald Trump to stop inciting violence against the FBI. Why would Steve Doocy do this? Well, because it's not looking very good for what are obviously Trumpists. It's not liberals threatening the FBI as a result of the FBI executing a search warrant at Mar-a-Lago. It's Trumpists. And Steve Doocy, I guess trying to make right-wingers not look so violent and horrible, suggested that it would be great if Trump would call to an end to the violent rhetoric towards law enforcement. But what's not getting headlines about this clip is that Doocy seems to be saying, really, your ire should be directed at the Attorney General Merrick Garland. I agree that Doocy seems to be saying, we got to stop the violence against the FBI agents. They were just doing their job. But in this very clip, he seems to be suggesting that it is legitimate to put your focus on Merrick Garland. Take a look at this. It's unbelievable that this is what's happening in this country.
We just know that right now, given the fact that there is a suggestion, there are a lot of online, apparently very specific threats against very specific agents at the FBI and whatnot. It would be great for everybody to tamp down the rhetoric against the FBI, because the FBI simply was doing what the DOJ asked them to do. The Attorney General is the boss of the guy at the FBI, of all the people at the FBI. So, with all of these threats going around, it would ultimately be great if the former president, who has always been a great supporter of law enforcement.
Well, that's not even really true. He's been a supporter of law enforcement when it's convenient to his political goals. But okay, let's not focus in on that.
Posed with 1,000 police departments coast to coast, it would be great if he called for an end to the violent rhetoric against federal law enforcement, and in particular, the FBI that was just doing their job.
All right. So far, okay, I guess, right? He's saying call for an end to the violence.
But as Trey Gowdy pointed out last night, for you to look at this situation and think that Democrats and Republicans have been treated the same over the last few years, you'd have to be looking at a different situation.
Yeah. Right. It's the Justice Department. That's what they're going. The Doocy says the FBI agents were just doing their job as directed by the DOJ. The DOJ is really to blame. And Kilmeade jumps in and says, and it is, and they are in a very partisan manner. The DOJ doesn't treat Democrats and Republicans the same, a claim for which there is no evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, leg irons for Navarro.
Greg Gutfeld talked about that, too. He said, it's interesting that the Democrats or progressives are now worried about protecting law enforcement when they weren't, years ago during the raids. But no one is for the violence of FBI agents or any of these individuals that are in law enforcement.
Right. If you want to personify that search, look at the Attorney General of the United States. Merrick Garland is...
There it is. Guys, if you want to personify, okay, what he's saying is really the person responsible here is Merrick Garland. That's where your ire should be directed. Oh, okay. So don't do the violence against the FBI agents, then just focus in on Merrick Garland.
The one who has staked his entire reputation on it. If there's not something really big there, he's done.
Okay. So, I mean, listen, I'll give him credit. The doxing of individual FBI agents who are just doing their jobs and executing a legal search warrant with all of the I's dotted and T's crossed, the approval of Garland, the approval of Trump's own FBI director, Christopher Wray, the signature of a judge. Those are not the people that we should actually be holding responsible. But that doesn't mean go after Merrick Garland. And of course, the DOJ and Merrick Garland receiving death threats and everything you would expect these Trumpists would do, they did over the weekend. So you almost had it, Steve. But now you're saying focus in on Garland. These people are truly disgusting. But to their credit, they know their audience. They know their audience wants blood. They know that. And he's, I guess, to some degree, trying to focus that desire on people other than the FBI agents. We'll have this clip on our Instagram. If you want to see it, you can find that at David Pakman Show. We'll take a quick break and be right back.